that ring is definitely not on all the way, so that may be what caused this issue, and that'll be the first time this fuel pump's been replaced. That ring right there. Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and on this episode I have no idea what's going to happen yet. I'm about to hit the road because I got a call this weekend that somebody's car wouldn't start. They think it's the fuel pump. Every time they say that, I always tend to start looking at that, and half the time it isn't that. So I feel like it might be a waste of time to start with the fuel pump, but we'll see when we get there. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. I just got all my tools loaded up, so let's hit the road. This is just a couple-minute drive across town.
This light, then at the next one, turn left.
All right, so I just got the key. Honestly, they sound like they're exactly right. It sounds like it's starving of fuel is what they said, and when they tried to crank it over, that's exactly what it sounded like. So I'll let you listen, and it's new enough, 2015. I'm hoping that I can just plug in my computer and see the fuel pressure reading, because some new vehicles just have fuel pressure sensors. That'll give me a good idea. It'll give me a reading of whether or not the fuel pump is turning on or off as well, or at least getting a signal, and then we can test from there if we need to. This video is sponsored by 𝘏𝘶. 𝘏𝘶 has sponsored a video before, and their products are always great. This is a product I would totally recommend if you're looking for a 12-volt cigarette lighter extender. But this isn't just any extender. Let me show you how it works. Right over here, we've got a cigarette lighter plug-in. All we need to do is plug this in. And first thing right off the bat I love about this is it'll tell you your battery voltage. And then once you have this plugged in, not only will this light up on the outside, but it'll light up on the inside as well. So here you can see which ones have power, and you can turn them off with the press of a button. And if you just want to plug in a little phone charger, it's got those too. I use an accessory like this in my truck to make sure I can charge all my appliances at once. If this looks like something you're interested in, the quality of this one is top quality, and this 𝘏𝘶 is definitely a brand I recommend. Check out the link in the description. Let's get back to the video. These rear brakes look a little worn. Not too bad though. Let's plug this in. Key goes there. And scoot your seat back. Here's what it sounds like trying to start. And the time before that, it actually tried to kick over a few times, but obviously just didn't have enough fuel. The fuel gauge looks half fuel. The fuel gauge is half full, so we'll double check that on the scan tool as well. All right, so while the scan tool is updating, I'm gonna go ahead and look for a fuel pressure valve on the fuel rail. If the car manufacturers ever actually give you somewhere to test the fuel pressure on the fuel rail, then it's super lucky. On older vehicles it was pretty common, but nowadays it's rather uncommon, and the fuel rail connectors look like that. So I don't want to mess with that if I don't have to. Hopefully it has a sensor. 311 data points, that's perfect. That's what I wanted to see, was a bunch, so hopefully it has that. If it has a ton, then usually it'll include those weird sensors like that. So our first unlucky break is it doesn't actually have a fuel pressure sensor, so we're gonna have to figure something else out to test that. All right, we can see the fuel pump's off here. Let's see if it turns on. Definitely on there. And back off. So now let's check that fuse. And if that fuse is good, then we'll look at that fuel pump. I should be able to turn the fuel pump on with this tool as well. See if we can hear it. Nope, I don't hear it. Let me go put my head underneath the car. Maybe it's a little bit louder outside the vehicle. Maybe. No, I think that's him. Yeah, that's just humming from up at the engine, something high pitched. Sounded kind of like my ear was ringing. Okay, no fuel pump back there, so let's look for a fuse. Here, probably. And we're just gonna need to go look that up now. Dang, hate when they only put numbers in here instead of what they actually are, so now I'm gonna need to look it up. 30 amp fuse, number 65, it looks like. All right, let's double check both those. Okay, 65 here, that's a normal size fuse, so that'll be nice if it's a fuse. All right, just make sure I spin this around to the right direction. And we'll find 65. It says 30 amp fuse right here. We'll pull it. Since I didn't bring a fuse tester, but we could use a test light or something too. Doesn't matter. I can just look at that and see that it's fine actually. So much room in this fuse box. I could pull the fuse by finger. I'm never able to do that. Okay, that looks fine. Let's clean it up a little. Okay, I'm gonna double check with this. And if this doesn't work, wrong spot. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna put it oh, over here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna see if we have any fuel pressure real quick. Should just, yep, take the key out nice and gently, push on that nice and gently. Wiggle that nice and gently, and maybe it'll come off. There it goes. Not much there, actually. I just saw that. Barely any squirted out, so it's a pretty good sign. Specifically, I mean, it's a pretty good sign that the fuel pump's not working. Then I was able to use my test light real quick to confirm that the fuel pump wasn't working. So now I've got to order a new fuel pump, and we'll be back tomorrow. All right, so it's the next day. I just got back over here. I'm gonna go ahead and get working on this Taurus. I'm just waiting for the vehicle owner to get here, and I've already got a new fuel pump. That should be all I need. I think I see him coming now, so I'm gonna hop on out. Okay, this back seat should have like little flippy lever here. Yep. And a flippy lever here. Yep. Dang, could you imagine losing your wallet in a customer's car like that and you didn't notice? That'd be crazy. Put that up. Come. Get off. I'm just gonna get this door then. Come on. There it is. All right. Let's put this just across the front seats then. Just keep it clean. Right there's good. That was a little hard. Close out your truck door. All right, so that side should have the fuel pump, and it looks like a little rubber boot cover, and that'll be easy to take off and nice. All right, so here's the little release locks. You just got to push them that way, and you got to get the seat off of those hooks by pushing it backwards and up. Let's take this off. Get out. Oh, that was hard. I should have used a screwdriver. That hurt my finger. Okay, fuel pump. Let's go ahead and clean that off and get the new one over here. Get a screwdriver. It's hurting my fingers. All right, close this door. I'm not sure what that connector is supposed to connect to, but it's there. All right. This out of the way. These out of the way. Just a couple of connectors, nothing crazy. Let's do the connectors first, and then we'll clean it. All right, I just had to clean up this socket a little bit, and then that finally disconnected. And there's one more. I sprayed that one as well. But I feel like that button's not clicking. Just got this second safety unclipped. That should push off. Isn't supposed to have that gap behind it. It's supposed to be all the way up against that flat spot there. So weird. But if you've never replaced a fuel pump before and that was your first time trying, it'd be hard to get the ring all the way back on because it's always hard. Well, it looks like somebody who was inexperienced might have replaced this fuel pump before, because that ring is definitely not on all the way. So that may be what caused this issue. I'm going to talk to the vehicle owner about who owned this vehicle before them, or what might have happened to the fuel pump before. All right, let's get that punch. And I'm going to get a heavy hammer because the rubber mount usually doesn't do it. That should be easy to take off though, so that's good news. It's already off. That's all it took. See? Finish cleaning that up when I get this ring off. Ouch. Hitched my thumb. Ah. Or something, or whatever it was. Oh goodness. And right here I found out this fuel pump has a super weird design where there's actually another hose that's connected on the inside of the fuel pump, so I had to pull it partially out and then disconnect that hose. It's taking a while. This is tight. Oh, I just put those on first. What am I doing? Got carried away. Gotta put that ring on. There it goes. All right, that's how it's supposed to look. I hit it so many times, every time I did, just junk splattered around, but by the time I was hitting it, it was already sealing, so that's fine, as long as that stays on. Now I'm just gonna clean this up and let's get everything connected. All right, here we go. Left the key on. There you go. No RPMs. There you go. There it's running. That's a job well done. I'm super excited about this job. I'm so glad I was able to get it fixed. I was actually able to give this girl a discount thanks to a few donations. If you want to help out, you can donate at the links in the description. Thanks for watching. This has been another excellent episode of Roadside Rescue. I'm so glad I was able to get that fixed. Thanks again to 𝐸𝑚 for sponsoring this video. Those sponsorships go towards all the things behind the scenes like fixing up vehicles or editing videos. But people who donate really help me fix other people's cars for a discount. So if you like these kinds of videos, leave a thumbs up or a comment to support. And if you want to help out, you can donate again at the links in the description. Help subscribe to grow the channel. It means a ton to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of Roadside Rescue.